This is your friendly neighborhood 775 superhero. This is the fourth video in the video series of my hair transplant that I'm getting done in Istanbul, Turkey, and just yeah. So this video is speaking on how I chose the particular hair transplant clinic that I did in Istanbul, Turkey. Okay, so you get to the point where you decide you're gonna go to Istanbul, Turkey, right? You're saying, okay, I think I can do it safely. Okay, so you make the decision that you're gonna go there and get it. Then how do you pick which hair transplant clinic, right? There's hundreds. There's like 350 hair transplant clinics in Istanbul, Turkey. So what do? So this is what I did, okay? First thing I did is I just Google searched hair clinics, right? Bam, there's just a bunch of them come up. So next thing I know, I'm like looking at these websites, looking at these before and afters. I'm reading about the procedures, and they're showing all these doctors and how long they've been there. So this is kind of like I'm giving you like some advice from my experience, okay? So things you can look for is, now let me get this out of the way. Anything can be fake, okay? I get it. There could be like totally fake websites. There could be fake doctors. There could be fake testimonials. There could be fake Google reviews. If you're just gonna believe everything is fake, then just don't go to Istanbul, Turkey and get the hair transplant. Then just believe everything is fake, okay? But I realized everything could be fake, okay? So one thing what you want to look for is how long has this clinic been around? Okay, did the clinic just pop up like last month? So I started noticing that there were certain hair clinics that had been there for 10 years, 8 years, 12 years. There's certain doctors that have like been around for 8 years, 10 years, 12 years. And so you start looking at the website, you start looking at like, okay, their facility, is it in a hospital? Is it like in some like little like suite in a damn strip mall? Like, there's certain indicators that may make you want to like steer away from certain clinics, okay? And then, so a lot of these clinics, they're like big on social media. They're huge, and they're gonna do a lot of like testimonials. But one thing you gotta look out for is, when was this testimonial done? So like certain clinics, what they do is they have the testimonial done by the person, and they've got dozens of them, hundreds of them, right? But the testimonial is done right after the surgery, okay? So it's not done 6 months after when you see the results, or a year after when you see the results, because what these clinics do is they're gonna try to give you like first class service, right? They're gonna pick your ass up from the airport. They're gonna answer like any questions you have. Their customer service is gonna be off the hook. They're gonna be very reassuring. When you're gonna spend like $1,800 to like $4,000 on an all-inclusive package. So it doesn't pay for your cost, but they're gonna pick you up from the airport. They're gonna give you a 4 or 5 star hotel resort, right? Like you're gonna be like, yo, this is off the hook. They're gonna take you to the clinic. They're gonna chauffeur you around. They're gonna like give you, they basically like, when you're done with this surgery, they're gonna say, how was everything on video? And you're gonna say, man, this was great. Any questions I had, they answered. The clinic was great. The setting was clean. Like the hotel was lovely. Like I felt everything was professional. Because up till that point, like, yeah, everything is great, right? They're gonna give you a great experience. But that doesn't necessarily like show like what it looked like 6 months after, right? Or a year after. So one of the things that I did was I tried to watch videos on YouTube that were made by the people, and they weren't like company videos. They didn't have like the logo of the clinic or the logo of the doctor. and so because some people they make their own videos and they go through the whole process. So I try to look for a clinic that's been around for a while. When you're looking at these before and afters, it's kind of like you would get a feeling like, does this is like feel like legit, or does it feel like kind of like and then another thing I did is I tried to look at the results. So I would look at the before and afters, and I would look at the hairlines. Like, how do the hairlines look? Because that's one of the key things is like, how does the hairline look? Does it look like natural? Does it look like humor? Does it just look like fake as hell? So I tried to like look for a clinic that had like natural looking hairlines, good before and afters. And so I went with this clinic called the Vera Clinc. And it's not the cheapest clinic, but it's like not the most expensive clinic. So the procedure that I'm getting done, it's a FUE, and it's the hotel for 3 nights. It's the medications you need for like, afterwards, and like 2 weeks of hair care and everything. And it's $2,800. Okay. Now there was another clinic I was looking at called the Smile Clinic, and they had been and the Vera Clinic has been around for like 10 years. This other one that had a lot of like good social media stuff, and they were really good with like getting back to me on the WhatsApp application. Like, I'd ask a question, boom, they'd like answer it in like 20 seconds, man. I'm like, oh, these people are good, It's like they had real good customer service, and that's kind of like why I wanted to like was considering them. And they had like good before and afters and stuff, and theirs starts out at $1,800 for their package, so they were like $1,000 less. And so even though that's good, that also kind of like, I was like, it's kind of like the fact that it was so cheap kind of made me like weary too of it, but so I ended up going with the clinic that had been there for a while, and there was like really 2 good YouTube like video series that people had made sharing their experience with the clinic. And so one of them was like this dude named Amir, and there was another guy, he's like 2 months after his surgery. And so watching these videos that these guys have made on the Vera Clinic, that kind of like made me like feel good about choosing the Vera Clinic as well. I tried to look at the complaints too of the different clinics, because most of them you're gonna see tons of like 5-star reviews. Oh, they're great, they're professional, they're and they're talking about their experience while they were there. But then some of them are gonna have like 1 stars, So I started looking at the 1 stars and like, why did they give them 1 star? Okay, every clinic is gonna have like some reviews that are 1 star, but some of them are like, why did they give it? It's like, is there like reason, like kind of like bullshit, like. So I tried to look at the bad reviews and see like why they gave them bad reviews. So all in all, I just felt better about this clinic. Their like customer service on the phone wasn't as good as and fast and responsive as the cheaper ones, some of the cheaper ones. But like, I just felt like good about going with this clinic. And I looked at the Instagram, I looked at the YouTube videos done by the company, their website, how long they've been there. And I guess one thing that they say is if the company has been there and the clinic has been there for like 8, 10, 12, 15 years, that's saying something. If it was real crummy and bad, it wouldn't be there that long. They would already like went away and changed the name, because there's going to be clinics that pop up and disappear, and so maybe those are the ones that you have to be careful of. So I picked a clinic. The price was like in the medium. The doctors, I looked at the doctors and everything, and I just feel good about going with this Vera Clinic. That's how I chose the clinic that I went with. So I'm probably leaving some stuff out, but this your friendly neighborhood 775 superhero. I love y'all. God bless you.